The Great Pyramid is itself a power generator.
Of some sort of hybrid manufacturing technique.
Located in a system of two tunnels.
Exceeds anything that we require of builders today.
In ancient history, there's a captivating mystery that ignites the imagination and stretches the understanding of early human societies. Imagine an era predating Egypt's towering pyramids, where another advanced civilization thrived before recorded history. This mysterious culture, veiled in time's haze, had technologies and wisdom that rivaled, maybe exceeded, Egypt's wonders. Yet they mysteriously disappeared, leaving only fragments and whispers in the sands. How did the pre-Egyptian technology of this mysterious civilization disappear? What forces conspired to erase their achievements from the annals of history? Join us as we unravel the secrets of a lost civilization that once illustrated the path to greatness. The secrets of the Sacred Granite Boxes. When it comes to the Serapeum of Saqqara, people are often left with more questions than answers. Academic historians believe that this underground structure was built around the 13th century BC. However, this raises a puzzling question. Why was it constructed beneath the step pyramid of Djoser? This pyramid, which predates the Great Pyramid of Giza, was already 1,400 years old by then, making it one of the oldest stone structures in Egypt. The step pyramid was designed by the legendary architect Imhotep, who was later deified for his contributions to ancient Egyptian architecture and medicine. The Serapeum features a long hallway with interconnected tunnels guarded by rows of sphinxes, which adds an aura of mystery and grandeur. It has been classified as a catacomb and a temple dedicated to the goddess Serapis, a deity who represented both fertility and the afterlife. The early, smaller chambers within the Serapeum house, wooden sarcophagi from the New Kingdom period, each containing the mummified bodies of Apis bulls. These bulls were considered sacred and believed to be the earthly manifestation of the god Ptah. But what they found in the Grand Gallery is truly astonishing. There are 24 massive black granite boxes, each over 3 meters tall, 4 meters long, and more than 2 meters deep, weighing approximately 80 tons each. These boxes are set into niches on a lower level and resemble sarcophagi, but there is no evidence that they were used as such. The precision with which these boxes were carved and placed is baffling, considering the technological limitations of the time. Some mainstream historians suggest that these boxes were meant for mummified bulls, yet all the boxes are empty, leaving their true purpose a mystery. In August 1860, renowned archaeologist Auguste Mariette made a groundbreaking discovery in Egypt. He stumbled upon a hidden burial site where almost all the ancient stone boxes had been opened, except for one. Driven by curiosity and determination, Mariette used gunpowder to blast open the remaining sealed box. To his astonishment, inside he found a mummified bull. This finding led some to speculate that these mummified bulls had been stolen by ancient grave robbers. However, there's a puzzling question to consider. If these thieves had ignored the mummified bulls in the earlier tunnels and also overlooked the treasure in the Grand Gallery, how could they have managed to lift the 30-ton granite lids to steal specific mummified bulls? The scenario seems highly improbable. It's clear to anyone examining the site that the builders of these granite boxes possessed extraordinary skill, as evidenced by the extreme polishing on the granite surfaces. Interestingly, only 3 of these boxes have rough-looking hieroglyphics carved into them, and the quality of these inscriptions does not match the superb craftsmanship of the boxes themselves. This discrepancy raises several interesting questions. Could it be that the hieroglyphs haven't been fully decoded yet? Were these inscriptions added at a later date, perhaps by different hands? And most intriguingly, what was the original purpose of creating such precisely crafted boxes? The mystery is further deepened by the fact that the site Mariette discovered was part of the Serapeum of Saqqara, an ancient burial ground for the sacred Apis bulls. These bulls were worshipped as incarnations of the god Ptah and were given elaborate burials. The precision of the boxes, some weighing up to 80 tons, suggests a significant level of reverence and technological capability. The granite used for the boxes was likely quarried from Aswan, over 500 miles away, indicating the immense effort and resources invested in their construction. The exact purpose and the methods used to create these remarkable boxes remain subjects of ongoing research and debate among historians and archaeologists, adding layers of interest to Mariette's discovery. The mysterious disc of Prince Sabu's tomb, within another ancient tomb believed to have held an artifact with profound historical implications, lies the burial chamber of Prince Sabu. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Prince Sabu did not ascend to Egypt's throne. He was the son of Pharaoh Anub, a prominent ruler of the First Dynasty. Despite his high lineage, Sabu's career was limited to roles as a distinguished official and provincial administrator, rather than achieving the status of pharaoh. Prince Sabu was accorded a prestigious burial at Saqqara, near the iconic step pyramid of Djoser. His tomb contained a wealth of treasures befitting his royal lineage, including animal remains, flint tools, pottery vessels, ivory artifacts, and stone bowls. However, among these typical offerings, one extraordinary item captured the attention of archaeologists: a fragmented disc that demanded meticulous reconstruction efforts. Once reassembled, the disc revealed itself as a shallow bowl adorned with 3 finely carved lobes, evenly spaced around its circumference at approximately 120-degree intervals. The disc, carefully crafted from meta-siltstone, presents a profound mystery due to its intricate design and the challenging nature of its material. Schist is not only porous, but also delicate, prone to flaking, and easy to crush under the tools available during its presumed creation 5,000 years ago, likely limited to stone and copper implements. What sets this artifact apart are its 3 biconical holes around the rim and a central tube approximately 10 centimeters in diameter. These features suggest a purpose beyond mere decoration. While many scholars might initially categorize it as an incense burner or a component of a larger vessel, others propose a more compelling theory. Upon closer inspection, the disc's design bears a striking resemblance to a modern pump impeller. Researchers have even gone so far as to create a 3D printed replica, which demonstrated an ability to generate a powerful vortex when propelled. This functionality begs the question, was this object part of a sophisticated ancient mechanism, perhaps used in irrigation systems or other technological applications? Moreover, the presence of precisely folded lobes in a slightly concave shape on the disc adds another layer of interest. Such details suggest a purposeful engineering decision, potentially indicating an advanced understanding of fluid dynamics or ceremonial symbolism by the civilization that created it. In later periods of their history, they refined their water management techniques using basin irrigation, a method that dates back thousands of years and was pivotal in civilizations such as ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. This innovative approach allowed them not only to control the water levels of rivers, but also to harness the seasonal floods for agriculture, maximizing crop yields and sustaining larger populations. It's fascinating to consider whether their advancements in water management also extended to more ambitious projects aimed at rapid and efficient irrigation across vast lands. Archaeological evidence suggests that ancient civilizations often experimented with various irrigation systems, sometimes incorporating advanced engineering principles. However, despite their potential advancements, these societies occasionally reverted to simpler methods. This phenomenon underscores the complex decision-making processes of ancient peoples, influenced by factors ranging from environmental changes to socioeconomic priorities. This historical pattern highlights the dynamic interplay between technological innovation and practical adaptation in human development. The Shemu Mysteries. In ancient Egypt during the 1st century CE, Heron, a Greek scholar known for his engineering ingenuity, experimented with a prototype of what could be considered an early engine. Despite his innovations, the widespread use of manual labor, owing to the vast number of slaves in the Roman Empire, prevented the widespread adoption of automated machinery at the time. The Disc of Sabu, an intriguing artifact from pre-dynastic Egypt, further complicates the historical narrative. Made from clay, a material more commonly associated with pottery than intricate mechanisms, it features 3 serpents leaping from its center. Some scholars speculate that such discs could have served as symbolic or ceremonial objects, possibly replicas of a metallic original, which according to alternative theories, might have been utilized by ancient aliens to impart advanced knowledge to the Egyptians. While these speculative ideas challenge conventional views on ancient technology, they do not negate the remarkable innovation and craftsmanship of the Egyptians. Their practical approach to daily life is evident in other interpretations of the discus purpose, suggesting that its 3 lobes were used to spin silk or rope. When rotated, these lobes could have effectively twisted strands together to create twine or thicker ropes, showcasing an ingenious application of basic mechanical principles. Interestingly, Egyptologists, while captivated by such interpretations, often gravitate towards more nuanced explanations that consider both the artifact's symbolic significance and practical function within ancient Egyptian society. This innovative approach allowed them not only to control the water levels of rivers, but also to harness the seasonal floods for agriculture, maximizing crop yields and sustaining larger populations. In ancient Egypt, the Disk of Sabu, a meticulously crafted artifact, puzzles historians. It was initially thought that such an intricately made disk, seemingly designed for weaving fibers, was unnecessarily complex given simpler alternatives available in early times. However, there's speculation that this disk might have served a more advanced purpose yet to be fully understood. Could it have been a crucial component of undiscovered technological advancements? Moreover, between the pre-dynastic and Old Kingdom periods of Egypt, there's a fascinating possibility of a knowledge gap similar to the Bronze Age collapse. This era was marked by potential catastrophic events such as widespread earthquakes, meteor collisions, or even nuclear fallout, which could have led to the loss of advanced knowledge over centuries. Imagine survivors struggling to retain the knowledge of technologies like particle colliders generations later. The Shemu, or followers of Horus, add another layer of mystery. These mysterious figures from pre-dynastic Egypt are often relegated to the realm of legend by mainstream scholars. Our insights into the Shemu primarily stem from the Palermo stone, an ancient artifact that provides glimpses into early Egyptian history and mythology. The stone, discovered with an incomplete list of Egyptian pharaohs and kings dating back to the 5th dynasty, not only lists these rulers but also intriguingly includes names from the pre-dynastic period, aligning with references found in Coptic texts and the writings of Mano, an ancient Egyptian priest and historian. Mano's texts, while sometimes viewed skeptically due to their depiction of rulers like Shemsor as semi-divine or god kings, provide valuable insights into early Egyptian history. Interestingly, many Egyptian pharaohs claimed divine descent or even divinity itself, which underscores the cultural and religious importance of their rule. These claims are echoed in legendary tales that portray ancient Egypt as a prosperous and advanced civilization. Descriptions of a fertile and thriving Egypt, where agriculture flourished and technological innovations abounded, paint a picture of a society similar to a futuristic metropolis in its advancements. Moreover, geological and archaeological evidence suggests that Egypt was indeed more fertile and lush in the distant past, around 8,000 to 10,000 years ago, compared to later periods. This environmental richness likely contributed to the early development and success of ancient Egyptian civilization. Furthermore, the gap in historical records between the Old Kingdom and the era of Shemsor indicates a period of significant transition and potential loss of knowledge. This period, sometimes referred to as a dark age of information, invites the assumption that Shemsor's reign may have represented a peak of sophistication and cultural achievement that preceded more widely recognized periods of Egyptian history. The ancient pyramids. The ancient Egyptians made pioneering strides in astronomy, mathematics, and science, building on knowledge passed down through generations. Their achievements, such as the precise alignment of the Great Pyramid of Giza with the cardinal points, suggest a deep understanding of celestial mechanics and architectural mastery far ahead of their time. Beyond conventional theories, the Great Pyramids have sparked numerous unconventional ideas. Some theorists speculate about connections to extraterrestrial beings, proposing that the pyramids were designed as beacons or even landing sites for advanced alien civilizations. Others explore the concept of ancient Egyptians harnessing energy through methods resembling wireless power transmission or utilizing underground chambers for rituals akin to resurrection. While mainstream scholarship maintains that the pyramids primarily served as royal tombs, ongoing discoveries challenge this notion. recent exploration efforts have unveiled previously inaccessible chambers and corridors, pointing to the pyramid's multifaceted roles beyond mere burial sites. These findings underscore the enduring mystery and complexity surrounding these ancient marvels. Situated just a short walk from the Great Pyramids, the Zed al-Arian pyramids stand as stark, unfinished monuments. The two pyramids, renowned as the unfinished northern pyramid of Zet-Laran and the smaller layer pyramid, stand as enigmatic relics of ancient Egypt. Scholars have long debated their purpose in construction, with some positing that they were left incomplete due to historical circumstances, while others argue they were fully built and later dismantled for unknown reasons. One interesting hypothesis challenges conventional views, suggesting that the subterranean complex beneath these pyramids served a function other than burial. The granite bathtub, initially presumed to be a sarcophagus, now prompts speculation about its original use. Discovered by Italian archaeologist Alessandro Barsanti in 1900, these pyramids have seen limited excavation efforts. Following Barsanti's initial exploration, subsequent digs were thwarted by geopolitical factors, as the Egyptian government designated the area a restricted military zone post-World War II and during Egypt's struggle for independence. This restriction has effectively preserved the site, but also shrouded it in mystery, preventing further revelations about its true nature and history. Of particular intrigue is the colossal size of the North Pyramid's base, measuring 200 meters long, nearly rivaling the Great Pyramid of Giza in scale. Carved into its bedrock foundation is a massive descending corridor leading to a subterranean chamber, evoking wonder about what treasures or secrets it might conceal. Despite high hopes, every chest and locker unearthed at the site has turned out to be disappointingly empty. Despite the absence of human remains within these pyramids, historians have long upheld the belief that these structures, akin to their counterparts in Giza, served as burial sites. However, some scholars challenge this notion. They argue that the pyramid's structural design and internal architecture suggests they were sophisticated devices intended to harness energy from both the Earth and the cosmos. This concept parallels the idea of wireless electricity transmission, famously pursued by Nikola Tesla. Many alternative historians propose that ancient pyramids acted as conductors or transformers, capable of receiving and transmitting electrical energy during Egypt's classical period. Recent research has highlighted intriguing correlations between the geometric alignment of pyramids and natural energy sources, such as magnetic fields. For instance, the Great Pyramid of Giza is precisely oriented to the cardinal points of the compass, which some theorists argue enhances its ability to interact with Earth's electromagnetic field. Moreover, studies using advanced scanning techniques have revealed intricate internal chambers and shafts within these structures, suggesting a level of engineering sophistication beyond mere tombs. The hypothesis of pyramids as energy-generating devices challenges traditional archaeological interpretations, prompting renewed interest in their construction methods and purpose. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. In the heart of the desert, where the sands swirl in an endless dance, lies a secret older than time itself. It is said that long before the pyramids pierced the sky, a civilization thrived in the shadows of the Nile. They were masters of a technology whispered only in legends, a knowledge that rivaled even the gods. The people of Zep Tepi, as they called themselves, possessed a gift bestowed by the stars. Their cities shimmered with crystal domes that captured sunlight to power their machines. In these glowing sanctuaries, they delved into the mysteries of the universe, charting the stars and bending time itself. But with great power comes envy, and soon the whispers of Zep Tepi's wonders reached far beyond the desert. Ambitious kings and jealous priests sought to steal their secrets. War came to the peaceful lands and the shimmering cities fell into darkness. In the chaos that followed, the knowledge of Zep Tepi was scattered like grains of sand in a storm. The crystal domes shattered, their secrets lost to the shifting dunes. The surviving scribes spoke of curses that befell those who dared to uncover what remained buried beneath the ruins. As centuries passed, tales of Zep Tepi faded into myth. The once great civilization became a puzzle lost in time, a riddle whispered by the wind. Yet some believe that deep within the labyrinthine catacombs of the Valley of Kings, beneath the watchful gaze of the Sphinx, lies the key to unlocking the mysteries of Zep Tepi once more. Perhaps one day a daring explorer will stumble upon the buried truth, a truth that could rewrite history and unveil the ancient marvels that vanished with the sands of time. Could the downfall of Zep Tepi have been prevented? And what lessons does their fate hold for civilizations today? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. The Osirian and mysterious pyramid discoveries. At the base of the Northern Pyramid, Band's team unearthed a granite reservoir containing a mysterious liquid, igniting speculation among alternative theorists about ancient Egyptian technologies. This discovery fuels theories suggesting advanced systems for storing and transporting liquids and gases within the pyramid's structure, hinting at a level of engineering sophistication previously underestimated. These pyramids, dated to around 4,000 to 5,000 years ago, stand as contemporaries to the famed pyramids of Giza, yet their secrets are less widely known. The lower pyramid is attributed to Pharaoh Khaba of the 3rd dynasty, while construction on the northern pyramid commenced during the 4th dynasty, underlining Egypt's enduring architectural prowess across different epochs. The question of further research on these pyramids remains tantalizing. Despite their age and historical significance, access to these sites for comprehensive investigation has been limited, leaving many questions unanswered about their purpose and the technologies employed in their construction and operation. Shifting the focus to another marvel of ancient Egypt, the Osirian in Abydos, also revered as the tomb of Osiris, the god betrayed and slain by his brother Set. The prevailing consensus among Egyptologists attributes the construction of this temple to Seti I, who intriguingly derived his name from the god Set. Seti I ascended to the throne as the 2nd ruler of the 19th dynasty during the illustrious New Kingdom period of ancient Egypt, a time marked by significant cultural and architectural achievements. Seti I is celebrated not only for his skills in military campaigns, but also for his great contributions to Egyptian architecture. His temple complex, nestled in the ancient city of Abydos, stands as proof of his grand vision. Alongside his own temple, Seti I commissioned the construction of the Osirian, dedicated to the god Osiris, a revered deity associated with resurrection and the afterlife. The Osirian itself is a marvel of ancient engineering, constructed with massive granite blocks and featuring intricate carvings that depict mythical scenes and religious rites. Legend has it that during the building of his temple, Seti I experienced a prophetic dream in which Osiris appeared to him, urging him to excavate behind the temple grounds. Following this divine guidance, Seti I directed his workers to dig deep beneath the surface, where they unearthed a hidden chamber containing the tomb of Osiris. This discovery affirmed Seti I's divine favor and reinforced his legacy as a pharaoh blessed by the gods. If the attribution to Seti I holds, the temple complex would date back approximately 3,300 years, offering a window into the advanced architectural techniques and spiritual beliefs of ancient Egypt's New Kingdom era. Despite the temple's overall association with Seti I, some architectural elements pose interesting questions, suggesting influences from preceding or subsequent dynasties that warrant further exploration and study. The initial discovery feels like a mind-blowing revelation because it suggests that the answer might be right before our eyes, yet no one seems to acknowledge it. Abydos was not a contemporary city, even during the reign of the powerful pharaohs Seti I and his son Ramses II. Abydos had been flourishing for 2,000 to 3,000 years before Pharaoh Khufu envisioned building the Great Pyramids of Giza. Long before the dynastic periods, many kings and pharaohs constructed magnificent shrines, temples, and mortuaries in Abydos. Abydos is one of the oldest cities of ancient Egypt, revered as a sacred place and considered the burial site of Osiris, the god of the afterlife. The city held immense religious significance, and numerous pharaohs from the earliest dynasties sought to associate themselves with this holy site by building elaborate monuments. It was a center of pilgrimage for ancient Egyptians, who believed that by visiting Abydos, they could gain favor in the afterlife. Centuries later, Seti I had the opportunity to contribute a masterpiece to the city's landscape. He constructed the great temple of Seti I, which was dedicated to a host of deities including Osiris, Isis, and Horus. This temple is renowned for its well-preserved reliefs and the Abydos King List, a chronological list of pharaohs that provides invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian history. However, many scholars are now questioning if the structure known as the Osirian was already there when Seti I was building his grand monuments at Karnak, and he simply claimed it as his own, or perhaps he rediscovered and renovated it. The Osirian, located behind the Temple of Seti I, is a unique and mysterious structure. Its design is markedly different from other Egyptian temples, featuring massive granite blocks and a subterranean hall that often floods, creating a symbolic connection to the watery underworld associated with Osiris. It's like he did a historical version of what Chip and Joanna Gaines do with homes, restoring the Osirian to its former glory and integrating it back into everyday life. The Osirian's architecture is reminiscent of much older styles, leading some to speculate that it dates back to a prehistoric era or was influenced by ancient, lost civilizations. Regardless of the exact scenario, the Osirian does not resemble the architectural style of Seti I. It stands out with its stunning construction made from red granite stones, which were transported from Aswan, located hundreds of miles away. The temple initially presents itself as a modest ancient structure, yet upon closer examination by engineers or architects, its complexities unfold into a variety of bewildering marvels. One of the most striking features lies in its use of red granite, each stone weighing an astounding 100 tons. The process of quarrying such massive stones alone would have required sophisticated techniques and immense manpower. Furthermore, these stones exhibit remarkable precision in their carving, with intricate details that defy the rudimentary tools traditionally associated with the era. The logistics of transporting these colossal blocks from distant quarries to the temple site also pose a monumental puzzle, considering the technological limitations of the time. Secrets of Egypt's underground marvel. The Osirian is more than just a small building. It features a hall supported by 2 rows of columns that once held up a stone roof. The entire structure once stood on a rectangular platform surrounded by a deep moat, which was dug out to create 2 staircases emerging from the water around it. The courtyard itself is encircled by a massive and sturdy wall, 25 feet thick, made of red sandstone blocks fitted together without mortar. The corners are cut and angled, similar to those seen in Cusco. Interestingly, the courtyard's layout bears a striking resemblance to the head of the puma, carved above the sun door at Tiwanaku. Even the relief-carved knobs on sections of the courtyard wall mirror those found in Indian temples. Despite these intriguing parallels, there are no inscriptions, dedications, murals, or relics inside the Osirian to tell the story of its creator. Yet mainstream historians insist that Seti I was its builder, despite the lack of definitive evidence. The only hieroglyphs in the entire compound are carved on a wall adjoining Seti I's temple, added much later during a subsequent period. The Osirian has long captivated archaeologists. Initially thought to be an underground extension of the larger Sais temple downstream at Giza, the Osirian's unique design challenges this assumption. Unlike typical Egyptian architecture, both the Sphinx Temple and the Valley Temple at Giza share striking similarities with the Osirian. They are constructed using massive blocks of red granite and feature a minimalist layout devoid of inscriptions, contrasting sharply with the ornate hieroglyphs found elsewhere. Geological surveys reveal a fascinating history. Around 7,000 to 8,000 BC, North Africa experienced a cataclysmic event known as the Grand Flood. This event dramatically raised the Nile River's bed by approximately 50 feet, reshaping the entire region. Such environmental changes would have had great implications for ancient civilizations, influencing their settlement patterns and religious practices. Early excavations at Abydos by scholars from the University of Frankfurt provide interesting insights. They suggest that ancient Egyptians may have navigated the floodwaters by boat to reach sacred sites such as the Osirian, the Sphinx Temple, and the Valley Temple. As the Nile gradually shifted eastward over millennia, necessitating the construction of canals to manage water levels, these temples retained their cultural and spiritual significance amidst evolving landscapes, marking enduring symbols of Egypt's ancient past. The Osirian Temple stands as a unique marvel from ancient Egypt, renowned as the sole temple constructed below ground level, potentially rivaled only by the mythical labyrinth of Harara pending future excavations to confirm such claims. However, its architectural peculiarity is just the beginning of its allure. This temple served as a sacred space where ancient Egyptians performed elaborate rituals to symbolize the death and resurrection of Osiris, the revered god of the underworld. What truly fascinates scholars and explorers alike is the temple's inexplicable water source. Located in the heart of a desert, the temple continues to release pressurized water. Even with modern pumping capabilities, such as those tested in 1986, which could move up to 500 gallons per minute, the water barely makes a dent in draining the temple's depths. Archaeological investigations have revealed that the visible parts of the structure resemble the roof of a 5-story building, suggesting substantial subterranean levels. Despite extensive study, the origin of this pressurized water remains a profound mystery. There is no evidence of an underground reservoir, lake, or pond beneath the temple complex, as no bedrock has been found nearby. Ground-penetrating radar, seismic technology, and scans from deep wells conducted in the area failed to detect any significant rock formations near the Osirian, making it unlikely that isolated rock formations exist beneath it. Despite this, water flows from the site like a burst pipe, a phenomenon that has puzzled scientists due to its unexpected source and flow pattern. What adds to the mystery is the chemical composition of the water itself, which differs markedly from surrounding sources. This unique water chemistry has intrigued geologists and researchers, prompting further investigation into its origin and properties. Beyond its geological mysteries, the temple at the site holds cultural and spiritual significance. The flower of life symbol, intricately carved into a massive pink granite pillar, serves as a focal point for pilgrims seeking connections between life and spirituality. Historical records indicate that worshippers revered the temple as the house of the water of life, believing it to possess transformative powers. Today, local beliefs persist that the temple acts as a conduit for both earthly and cosmic energies, an idea reinforced by its association with a perceived stargate. What are your thoughts about these ancient technologies predating Egypt from a mysterious civilization that vanished? Let us have your opinions in the comment below.